Hey peeps, guess what? It is we're gonna make some neck bones. Probably neck bone stew, but that's what it is. And you know, of course, where did I get these from? Oh, I actually got these from Toto's, our local Hispanic mostly market. I think Toto's is a Hispanic market, but I was in Toto's and I saw these neck bones for $4.71. I'm like, okay. And then I got another pack, but these pack we're going to make some stew out of them. I gotta go wash these neck bones, and then we're going to put it in the Instant Pot for stage one. And I'll be right back. So let me wash these right quick. Peeps. So here's our neck bones. Look at that. Isn't that a thing of beauty? So rule number one: we're going to add some beef broth into this mix. We're gonna pour the whole thing in. All right. So next, we're gonna add some onions, and of course, you know, I add onions to everything. Okay, we're gonna put some onions up in this Mickey Flicky. Oh, I hate the skins. Add as many or little onions as you desire, or no onions at all. I just love onions, so I add onions to everything, practically everything. You always tell when you got a nice little fresh onion, whoo, the eyes start to burn. Whew. Okay. So, item two. These are the green onions that I'm always talking about. These are the green onions I use. I think they call them scallops. Ooh, God, them onions are burn my eyes. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to add 2 stems. Okay, that is done. Now, time for Mr. Celery to get his 2 cents in. You don't put no more than maybe a stalk or 2 of celery in here. Not very much. In this case, we're going to put 2. Okay, so that is done. All right, so now we're gonna put this in the Instapot. Let this cook about half hour or so on steam setting. Again, steam setting. Why are we gonna put it on steam? Because we want this broth to heat up into a steam form to get absorbed into these beef neck bones and to loosen them up. It's going to do two things: cook them faster, and it's going to make the meat more tender. Yeah? Okay. So let me go ahead and put this in, get this cooking. I'm going to add something else to this. I haven't quite figured it out yet. But you know how I am. I do it one step at a time. Sometimes I don't know where I'm going, but you know me, cook it around. I see you soon. Well, we're gonna make some gravy because he doesn't like. He wants it done a certain way, which I'm gonna have to make him some gravy, and then I'm about to pull the pot out of the Instant Pot. Bring it over. I'm gonna use some of that broth to make the gravy, and then we're gonna put once the gravy is cooked and working, which I'm going to show you how to do. Then we're going to put that into there, add a little bit more seasoning, let it simmer, and be ready to serve. I'll be back. This gravy basically consists of three things: flour, a little butter, and some of that broth that I made with the witch count. So I'm just cooking it, just keeping it stirring up so it doesn't stick, and I'm waiting for it to thicken up a little bit, and then we'll be ready to put the meat in. Time to start slowing it down. And time to start putting the pieces into this gravy. Alright folks, now I'm going to let this simmer for a little bit. I'm going to strain this to get the rest of the veggies out so I can put it in here. I'm just going to let this, turn this down to low and let it simmer. I'm going to rotate it so the gravy gets on all the pieces, but it's going to be a little bit, so I'm going to, I'll be back in a few once this process has moved on a little bit further. Oh yeah, baby. Time for to add a little extra seasoning and just put a little bit of cayenne pepper in it, just a little bit. Some Cajun, just a top. I don't need much. And I'm gonna put some, no, don't want that. Traditional all-purpose seasoning, Caribbean style. And then all but not least, black pepper. Oops. Brown black pepper. I guess there's no other thing other than brown, huh? And we're just going to stir this up a little bit. This gravy's thickening up really nicely. I'm going to let this simmer for a little bit, and then we'll do a quick taste test to see what these neck bones are tasting like. All right, folks, let me go ahead and grab one of these neck bones. A little bit of this gravy. Now, I would normally add some rice to this, but not going to. Gonna do a quick sniff test. Get the butter out of the way. Actually, that smells pretty nice. Now, I made neck bones before, but this is neck bones with gravies. tender. It's what I expected because I put them in the air fryer. And that's why the meat's so tender. I actually lost one of the neck bones because it was so tender that the bones that was holding it together actually fell separated from the meat. Oh my goodness. This is not bad. Well, and I never make the rice for my son, but for some reason he says he doesn't want any rice, which is kind of odd. But I'm not going to complain. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good. Now, this was got the bone, homemade gravy. Just using some butter, flour, and some of the broth that the neck bones cooked in. If I had to rate this, I would give this about an 8.5 now. It tastes like traditional neck bones. Now, the only thing that may make it a little bit on the healthy side is the gravy. Because I made it with flour, that has a lot of carbs. Wow, that is really good. Let me stop playing around and just grab it with my hand. Yeah, that gravy really came out pretty nice. That is delicious. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to steal one more of these neck bones before I let him know that it's ready. But overall, how are these neck bones? They're good, very good. They're good as neck bones to be expected to be. You can always add mashed potatoes or mashed potatoes. You can add. There is some veggies in here, but because there's in the steam, most of it is kind of. No, that is nice. That is really nice. Look at that. Look at that good neck bone meat. Man, I'm telling you, you don't know what you're missing. But, wow, that's good. Yes, so the only thing that really makes this unhealthy is the flour that I put in it. Neck bones are beef, lots of protein. So this is not a bad meal if you want to eat one. And I'm telling you, that Instant Pot and the way it tenderizes meat, it's absolutely. I don't know how I made it through life without it. Wow, that's nice. All right, folks. Let me stop feeding my face and get this over with. Again, this is a very good meal. It's tasty. It's delicious. Easy to make. Neck bone. Until next time, talk to you later.